Hey everyone, it's Hillary, the marketing mom. Glad you're able to join me today. I am coming to you. It's Friday. It's a very rainy Friday here in Trinidad. And we are again looking at, what's happening in the Caribbean and Florida. A lot of devastation has been happening, and we are praying very much for everyone's safety, for those who are still sitting. So if you are in Florida and watching this, I'm gonna tell you that you probably have something better you could be doing, like packing a bag and running. Um, okay, not to be funny, but really and truly, as much as I love coming on here and talking with everybody. If you're in Florida right now on Friday at 12:30 and Irma's about to hit landfall, you need to be doing something more than watching my Facebook Live. Anyway, so thank you for those who are not in harm's way to be joining me. For those of you who don't know me, I am Hillary. I am the marketing mom. I'm a social media manager, digital marketing strategist. I'm an online business coach and trainer. So what does that mean? What it means is that I teach other mothers, especially like myself, young mothers who have young children, mothers who have not so young children, all right, to build a business online that will allow you to create the flexibility that you want. And I particularly focus on the marketing of that business because in the online space, it's all about marketing. As I would have shared many times before, as an engineer, when I first started working, one of the things that always struck me was that, you could be an engineer and you could have everything and understand everything. But if you don't know how to market what you know, then you're not going to get ahead. All right. And why I say that is because I remember the first time I went out onto the shop floor, I had a project to work on and I worked out the whole solution and everything. And then my boss went and told me, well, okay, now go and sell it to the head of the department. And I said, what do you mean go and sell it? It's like, it just makes sense. You'll just do it, right? And that was my first interaction with marketing, so to speak, in that even if you have something that is great, it's super, it's gonna win, all right, you still need to know how to market. And because I did not know how to market, that project fell through the cracks because I didn't position it as something that was of vital importance to the company. And this is something that you may find yourself in with whatever business you're in. You are very passionate about what it is that you are doing, but sometimes passion isn't everything, right? And I would have shared this with you. A lot of people who they come off as the white-eyed people, all right? We have like Walt Disney. Walt Disney would not have built, not Walt, but Disney would not have been Disney if it wasn't for the person that knew how to implement it, okay? And that's why I want to talk today, especially about your personal development. It's Friday, you're heading into a weekend. You probably have a little more time to sit down and pick up a book and read. Every day I spend 15 minutes reading, and it's something that I share in one of my communities. Different, it's like a daily point tracker, and it's something that I keep track of. I help the ladies keep track of because it's something that you need to remember that just 15 minutes of reading a day is going to help you develop yourself, okay? And it's something that I try to stick to religiously, 15 minutes of reading every day, okay? Even if I don't get 15, I try to do 10 because sometimes when you're reading, you get this aha and you just want to put the book down and go and read, go and start working, okay? But 15 minutes of reading, very important in your personal development. Now, why do I say just reading? It doesn't mean just reading. You could spend 15 minutes watching some videos, personal development videos. A good friend of mine recently, she recommended a video series and it was on financial planning. And personal development helps you in so many different avenues. And this is why I love, when I come back to that, marketing is everything and everything is marketing. All right. I had to now go as an engineer and go and learn how do I position what it is that I'm selling. Okay. And I wasn't selling because I'm a part of an organization and I am creating projects that are supposed to help the company. And a lot of times we find ourselves in those situations where we know, right, that whatever we are offering is going to help other people, but we just don't know how to communicate that just well, all right? And one of the things that attraction marketing, and that was one thing that I learned, that attraction marketing helps you to share that information without vomiting it out on your prospects or your prospective clients, okay? And that is something that's very important in marketing. A lot, depending on where you are in your business and depending on where you are in your mindset as it relates to marketing, people think that marketing is advertising. And it's something that the marketing profession will have to fight from here until the earth collapses or something, because marketing is not just advertising, okay? And we, as engineers, myself, as an engineer, I remember thinking that, well, why study marketing? Okay, I was studying engineering and I knew all the components of engineering and all the little facets and all of those things. Now, the funny thing is, as I got into marketing, online marketing, I realized that, whoa, they got a lot more things. And I remember very early on, I'll probably have to find that video and repost it for you all. But I remember and this is again part of my personal development, when I started studying and really delving in, I had done marketing in my MBA program, but I just brushed it off. It's like, that's marketing, all right? All you do is throw some ad dollars in some channel and you're good, right? You're advertising in newspapers, you advertise on television, you advertise on the radio, and I chalk that up to marketing. You advertise on Facebook. I chalk that up to marketing. Well, what is interesting is last night in our bootcamp, our Facebook bootcamp, I really had to hammer home the importance of other aspects of marketing. And sometimes in online marketing, we don't label things the way they would in a textbook. So branding, all the other aspects of marketing, positioning, price, place, all of those things, okay? We know them theoretically, but how are they applied in an online environment? Sometimes there are some people that need to draw the lines. They need to know, okay, what is branding? Branding, for example, what is branding? Branding is not your logo. It's not how you look. It's not the pose. That incorporates it, but your brand speaks of who you are, all right? Could you really tell me what is Apple's brand? Is it really the symbol of an apple? No, Apple's brand is being different. That's Apple's brand. Apple's brand is very closely tied to their why, okay? So what is your brand? I'm the marketing mom. I'm a mom who does marketing, but I'm also a mom who believes that through marketing you can. It's like, one thing that I always tell some of my friends, you're always marketing to your children if you think about it, okay? You are marketing to your children. As a mother, as a parent, you have to learn how to market right behavior to your children. You have to learn how to market going to school, because school is important to your children. So when I came out of the engineering field and people were telling me marketing is everything and everything is marketing, you, as a mother, you actually see that, because when you are trying, to me, the hardest person to sell is your child and cleaning up a room. And if you could figure out how to do that, you are a marketer, because you have to look at it from their point of view. People are always asking, what's in it for me? Okay, and where do we learn and understand all of these things if you did not study marketing? You learn it through personal development. And that's why I want to stress this Friday, because we're coming into the weekend. You probably have a few extra minutes. I want you to pick something, pick a book, pick a YouTube channel, pick something and go through 15 minutes of just watching videos or reading something so that you're able to learn. And I don't mean personal development for just the heck of it. We're talking about if you need to develop in some specific area, go and buy the book on Amazon, go and do something. But what you have to realize is that personal development equals investment. Okay, that's one thing that I want you to recognize, that you could watch as many free YouTube channels as you want, but it's only going to take you so far. And the amount of YouTube channels that you watch, everyone at the end of them is going to say, click this link to get more information. I will bet you. Okay, so you will still have to invest in some form or fashion. Okay, whether it's your time or your money, you are going to need to invest in your personal development. This was one thing that, this year not this year alone, but every year I seek to try and learn more. And that's what you should be doing inside of your industry, okay? So if I like to use the wedding planner example, because I do have a couple of friends who are wedding planners. And what I like about them is that every year they go and they do a little course, or they go and do a little studying, and then they have little things to do during the year. In the accounting profession, my parents are accountants, in case you didn't know. All right, 2 days ago my mother went to a little session at the Hilton Hotel. Personal development. Personal development isn't only just your professional development, but it's also how are you developing as a person? Are you becoming a little more empathetic with people? All of these type of things. But you need to continue it. And my mother, who is almost 70 something, all right, is still doing personal development. Okay, so regardless of what business, what area, what field you're in, that's what I want to share with you today, that you got to spend time developing you, right? Because if you are not developing you, I guarantee you that you're feeling a little stagnated around you, right? The waters are still, nothing is moving. It's because you're not putting anything into your brain. And I don't know if you all saw it. It was a Jim Rohn video, and I shared it very quickly. If you don't use it, you lose it. All right. Your brain is something that you need to keep active. You need to keep using it, keep doing things with it. And if you're not developing yourself in any form or fashion, personal, in an intellectual way, then you are letting your brain rot. Okay, and the worst thing to have is a rotten brain. Okay, it's the worst thing, because then basically you're brain dead. Okay, so this weekend, spend some time reading. There's a 10-day boot camp that you can go through. Okay, just click on the link in the description of this video and it will be emailed to you over 10 days. Use your 15 minutes of personal development to read each of those articles as you get them each day. 10 days. You'll start learning how to do some attraction marketing online. All right. So it's in the description of this video, or either up or below, depending on where you're watching, if it's a replay. And it's hillarydefreitas.com/AMF. All right. In the description of the video. Use that for your 15 minutes of personal development for the next 10 days. All right. And then you may find other resources inside of there that you would want to be like, okay, well, I need to read this and I need to read that. Okay. That's the idea. But keep on learning, keep on developing yourself. Have a great one. I will see you on Monday. I may pop in over the weekend. As you saw last week, I kind of popped in just really quickly on Saturday, but we'll see how the weekend goes. But definitely you will see me here Monday, 12:30 Eastern. And again, let's pray for our friends through in the parts of Jose, and I can't even remember the other one that's forming in the Gulf right now. Okay, so have a great weekend. Be safe to all my Northern Caribbean and Floridians. Okay, have a great one. Bye bye.